Hello everyone, it's Destiny, and Flins released just a week ago, and for the past 7 days, I've been committed to upgrading my Flins and using a couple of fragile resin along the way to assist with the process of leveling him up, working on his weapon, talents, and lastly equipping him with the 4-piece Night of Skies Unveiling set, as this is one of his strongest artifact sets. And we're going to be going for an attack sands, attack goblet, as well as a crit damage circlet. Let's just see how powerful my Flins can become on a newer account. Before we get into today's video, let me know if you pulled for Llama, Flins, or any of the reruns this patch, or if you're saving for someone else. Lastly, if you would like to see more Genshin Impact content from me, consider subscribing to the channel, hit the like button to support the video, and now let's get straight into it. Flins has just released and my priority is to pull him. I tested out his character trial to see how much I like or dislike Flins gameplay, and after trying him out, I was definitely a fan. I already loved his design and his gameplay was also very fun for me as well. For pulling Flins, I did a fun challenge along the way of spinning a wheel of tasks to do for each 10 pull. And I was able to successfully acquire Flins as well as some awesome team members for him, being Sucrose and Ino, which I was hoping to acquire at least one copy of each, and we have thankfully succeeded. After acquiring Flins, I used some of the EXP books I had available to get him up to level 60, as well as working on Sucrose's levels, since Sucrose will be part of my Flins team. I'll be working on upgrading Sucrose along the way and giving her the Viridescent set, and unfortunately I did not pull a Nefa, but I will aim to get her during a rerun. Regardless, we'll be making a Flins team consisting of Flins, Kuki, Ino, and Sucrose. As for my Flins, after getting pretty lucky on his banner, I wanted to test my luck on his weapon banner. And after a couple of 10 pulls, I got Flins' weapon as well as Yelan's weapon, which I unfortunately won't be pulling Yelan as Nefer will be my next goal, but I was very happy that I got Flins' weapon, and I also think his weapon looks pretty cool. As for his artifacts, I already had some pieces ready since I already farmed a bunch for my Llama team to upgrade her, as well as farming in anticipation for Nefer's release. I'll farm his artifact domain a bit most days just to see if I can get more pieces to pick from or pieces with even better potential. This will also give me the ability to upgrade his artifacts that I want to fully use on my Flins. Overall, pretty good first day, and I am very happy I got Flins on my account. Now it is day 2, and I need to ascend Flins from 60 to 70, which does require me to farm his flowers, being frost lamp flowers. This was pretty easy to do since I could see where each flower was on the mini-map to pick up. I also farmed boss materials for Flins so I would have enough to ascend him, and we had to beat up this duck a couple of times in order to get the materials. As for his talents, I had some talent materials prepared for him, so I upgraded his skill and burst to level 6, and I also ascended Sucrose from level 60 as well. There's also an event going on currently, which is honestly a pretty cute and chill event, so I played it for a bit, as this would give me more XP books, Mora, and Primo gems. As for his weapon, I fought the overworld enemies to get the materials he needed to ascend his weapon as well, and I really wanted more EXP books for Flins, so I thought maybe we could just do one more 10 pull on his banner just to get more Masterless Stardust in order to get a couple more EXP books. Then this happened. Did I just get another Flins? Wait a minute, I think Genshin is actually telling me to become a Flins main at this point. We might have to become a Flins main because I think this is literally a sign. After that happened, by the end of the day, I was able to get Flins to level 70, and for my next goal, I'll be ascending him from 70 to 80 and ascending his weapon to 70-80 and maxing out his artifacts. Now it's time to work on ascending Flins from 70 to 80 by beating up this poor duck multiple times in a row. I feel like by day 6 and 7, this enemy is literally going to hate me. Afterward though, we walked to the graveyard looking area in Nod Krai to collect more frost lamp flowers for Flins, which this area had a bunch of them, but unfortunately I was only 2 off. I decided to ask my friend if I can come to their world to acquire 2 frost lamp flowers, which they let me in, and after I collected the remaining frost lamp flowers, I was able to successfully ascend Flins once again. Aside from leveling up, for the rest of the day, I decided to do some artifact farming, potentially better pieces for Flins, which most pieces came out like this. So not the greatest, and honestly, I'm really starting to feel the pain of artifact grinding after I became AR 45. I also worked on upgrading his artifacts even further, improve his build, and now my Flins is starting to look better stat-wise, but there's definitely room for improvement. I farmed Flynn's weapon domain and was able to send his weapon, and I'll have to work on leveling it up to 80, but that should be possible within the next few days. After ascending his weapon, I went back to artifact grinding and kept upgrading some of his artifacts that had pretty decent substats. Flynn's was definitely looking better in comparison to yesterday's build, but I'm determined to keep improving his build. Maybe trying to aim for about 200 crit damage as an end result or higher. And I also decided to challenge Spiral Abyss for the very first time, which will become its own video by the way very soon, so do stay tuned for that. And I was able to get him the materials in order to get him to level 80. For the 5th day, my goal was to max out most of Flynn's artifacts and unlock his final ascension. I played more of the event to get more rewards to assist with upgrading Flynn's, and I fought the duck some more, which at this point I honestly feel very horrible for beating up this duck for the past couple of days. And after fighting the duck a few more times, I went to collect more than enough Frostlamp flowers. Afterward, I fought some of the little overworld enemies that I needed to collect the ascension materials from, and I was able to unlock Flynn's final ascension. I was also able to upgrade all of his artifacts to level 20, which most of them had decent rolls, some not the greatest, but other pieces had some pretty nice main and substats, so I'll take it. And I was using a lot of the bad artifacts I would get over the past few days to upgrade his pieces. Our build is looking pretty good as of day 5, and I'm pretty happy with how Flynn's is turning out. As for the last final days, I fought the weekly boss to aim for upgrading Flynn's burst to level 8, and this fight at the hardest difficulty was definitely challenging for my account, especially with the nuke attacks that I would face. But with the power of a bunch of food, we were able to beat the king and queen. Afterward, I was able to upgrade his burst to level 8, and unfortunately, this will be the most I can do for right now, since it doesn't appear as though I can get more weekly boss materials for Flynn's right now, as I am out of Dream Solvent. So we will have to stick with his talents, unfortunately not being fully maxed out. And now, here's how Flynn's is fully looking, and it is time for us to try him out and see how it goes. So here we have my Flynn's, and let's just try him out. We're gonna swap to Aino, use her burst with Kuki here. There we go, it's Sucrose, and now we can just attack with Flynn's. Ooh, we hit over 200k there. Pretty good stuff. Okay, there we go. Now we're fighting him. With Aino, we could just do our thing. I believe it is... Oops, I think it's this one. Yep, okay, I was right. We can swap to Sucrose. There we go. And we can just get straight into it. With Aino, actually, let me use... There we go. Oh, shoot. I have to wait for Flynn's skill to come back. Okay. Now we can attack like normal. There we go. And boom! Okay, we're dealing a lot of damage. Another burst. Oh my gosh. Okay, Flynn's is doing pretty good. We can switch. Switch there. There we go. Okay. Almost there. Boom! No! No! Please don't hit me, Mr. Cactus Man. Where's my burst? I'm scared. Why is he doing so many things? Okay, we definitely, I feel like, messed up somewhere, but it's fine. We still dealt some pretty nice damage, I would say. But let's actually go beat up something in the world instead and see how that goes. What we could do is just beat up the duck again. That might be an option. So we'll actually just start off our rotation here with Aino. She's so close to getting her burst. Okay, we're like so close, but it's fine. Okay, activate Duster mode, and now we can get into it. There we go. Now with Kuki, with Sucrose. There we go. All right, and now we can just attack. Burst once again. Okay, maybe we can do it in this rotation. Oh, so close. Very, very, very close. It's okay though. I kind of messed up the rotation, honestly, but it's fine. Oh, there we go. I feel so sorry. I've been beating up this duck for like a week. I really don't know what the best boss might be for showing him off, but regardless, I'm really happy with how he turned out. Was it worth spending 7 days on him? Absolutely. This character is so much fun in my opinion, and I just think he looks so cool. Like, look at his idle animation. This character is absolutely amazing, so I'm very, very happy I got him. And also, do stay tuned for more Genshin content as well. If you would like to see more from me, do make sure to subscribe, leave a like to support the video, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye-bye!